Hey everybody.
Well, how do y'all? How you been? Been a little minute.
Happy New Year. Welcome back
Happy New
everybody. I
Year.
miss you all.
Welcome back. Dreams of your to get out. We are so incredibly happy to see you. And who would we be? Well, we are your latest and greatest and hopefully favoriteest wrestling podcast in the land. This is the Section 8 Wrestling Podcast. I am Kills at Wills.
I am Billiam.
And tonight, whenever it is you're deciding to join our wonderful corner of the internet, we're going to do what we always do. We're going to give you a little weekly recap of WWE wrestling, which means Monday Night Raw. But of course, as always, first, we start off with the Friday Night SmackDown rundown with my guy, Billiam. Let's go.
Woo! First of all, Happy New Year everybody. Want to first of all give a shout out to our boy Chava who hooked us up
Yeah,
with our new work uniforms.
yeah.
Pretty sweet shirts. Even got our names on the back.
Yep, yep, yep.
So on and so forth. Yeah, yeah. So again, thank you, Chava. We'll be wearing these during the podcast. Uh, so yeah, let's get on to SmackDown. We'll talk about the first Friday night SmackDown of 2026.
Woo!
Whew, 2026 is here.
2026. We're here, y'all.
And with it being 2026, that also means that SmackDown is once again 3 hours long. Yes, sir. So SmackDown, January 2nd, emanated from Buffalo, New York.
Buffalo, New York.
And it kicks off with The Miz coming out of Timekeeper's area as Michael Cole and Corey Graves are welcoming us to the show. He
Okay.
comes out and he starts to air his grievances on why he had such a crappy 2025.
Hmm.
One of the things he was mad about besides not being involved in with John Cena in some way, shape, or form, he is also mad that he was passed up as Marty Supreme over Timothy Chalamet. So, look at you.
On the world's smallest violin.
It's adorable. Love that so much. So as the Miz is complaining, whining, so on and so forth, we hear that famous "I hear voices," and the RKO Randy Orton has returned. Walks down the aisle as slowly as ever, wearing a Buffalo Sabre shirt, which means that he is a babyface currently because hometown flair, woo! So he
Yeah.
comes down, just so on and so forth. That basically leads to him RKOing the Miz.
It's so weird for me to see Orton wearing bright colors.
Yeah,
Like
it's kind of odd. Like when he was with
Team
Matt Riddle
SmackDown.
and he was wearing like bright colors and all that kind of stuff. It was kind of odd, but
Yeah.
yeah, this bright blue was definitely like, oh, that was a shock to the system. But it was basically RKO, Randy Orton's back. Welcome back, Randy Orton.
RKO everything.
Next up, we cut to a backstage segment where the Kabuki Warriors are talking to their tag team partners of the evening, Lash Legend and Nia Jax. They will later on be taking on. It's actually leads up rather well to the first match of the evening, which
Okay.
is Kabuki Warriors consisting of Asuka and Kairi Sane with Lash Legend and Nia Jax taking on the team of Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss.
Okay.
So
Okay.
this is a welcome to 2026. We're
Yeah.
gonna throw our best women we got on the SmackDown roster into one match, and that's what you get, which is exactly what that was. Everybody had their big moments, had big spots. Um, Even Lash Legend like was looking like she's been a veteran in there for a long time with all those other ladies. Like Lash Legend's gonna be,
I'm telling you.
yeah,
Pay
she's gonna be
attention.
big.
Pay
No
attention.
pun intended. So long story short, it ends with Rio hitting the Riptide into the over the moonsault and picking up the 1-2-3 victory. Faces win.
Faces win.
Woo!
Woo!
Next up, so apparently it used to just be the day after WrestleMania or the week after WrestleMania, those shows, where they would introduce new superstars, or in some cases the Rumble. So I
Sure.
guess the first episode of the year, we also debut new superstars. So in this segment, we see Jordan Grace
Okay.
talking to Nick Aldis in the office. She is a quote potential new member of the SmackDown roster. In comes Chelsea Green, trying to establish her dominance, being a two-belt champion. It didn't really have much to do. She was just saying whatever, and Nick Aldis is like, "Oh, you need to put up your belt, or I'll strip you of the title." And she's like, "I will not be impeached," so on and so forth, and runs back and forth. Yeah, Chelsea Green's great.
This is awesome. I
So that really just letting you know Jordan Grace is probably going to end up on the show, and Chelsea Green just needs to work to defending her belt, which she actually does later on in the evening. We will get to
okay.
that.
Okay.
But the next match is the returning Kit Wilson. Now he may
Ah,
have been on the last week or two, but like I said, we kind of took the holidays off, kids. Bear with us. We are jumping back here right now. So Kit Wilson has come back, and he has a actually rather catchy new intro
okay.
if you want to check out that music. But he has a mystery opponent going to commercial break. He comes back, and it is a returning, or I guess should say, just signing of Matt Cardona. He is not Zack Ryder. He is officially signed on the SmackDown roster as Matt Cardona.
I do like the fake out they did. Zack Ryder comes up and then he comes out and it switches over into
Yeah,
Matt Cardona. That was pretty dope. That's
because spoiler, I kind of knew that it was Matt Cardona before I watched SmackDown. I watched
ah,
SmackDown yesterday, or the day before.
ah.
So I knew he came made his return, but so before I was like, is he? I didn't know who he was going to be per se. So when I heard him then go woo woo, I was like, oh, he's Zack Ryder, and then it just said Matt Cardona. I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
So because he's been killing on the indies as himself, so he should be able to stay himself. So in this new age, it's not as hard as it used to be. So, congratulations. It was a great match between a very good jobber of Kit Wilson, which is not a bad thing. Being a jobber is not a bad thing.
Not at all.
We need workers out there in the world, especially in the wrestling world. But he makes Matt Cardona look fantastic. So, welcome back, Matt Cardona. Gets the 1, 2, 3 victory as he should. And we move on.
Boom. Welcome
Uh,
back.
yeah. And welcome back. In the back, after that, we see Damian Priest. He's talking to Kathy Kelly in the back because
Okay.
the main event of the evening will be basically the nail in the coffin of Damian Priest versus Aleister Black, but it's going to be in for the first time ever on SmackDown, an ambulance match.
Ooh, ooh.
So
Okay.
Damian Priest does his thing. This is the last time I'm gonna slam you in the ambulance.
For sure.
Kind of stuff. So that was Damian Priest. After that, we get one of those eerie yet always fun to watch Wyatt Six VHS kind of tapes with Bo Dallas, obviously the mouthpiece, just talking about the MFTs. This feud is really heating up. I think next week they're finally gonna have a 4-on-4, which is great.
Good, good.
So there were two lines that he said. He said, "Family is filled with millions of fireflies, like their family," which I was like, "Oh, it's a good line because it's true." And then the next one is, "Time to chop down the family tree." I was like,
Time to chop down the Fed. Talk your mess, Bo Dallas.
"Yeah,
That's how you get him to Bo leave, son.
yep."
Let's
So
go.
that looks like that feud is coming to a head soon, very soon. Next up, we cut because we have to fill 3 hours, so we're seeing a lot of talking segments. So
Yeah.
we hear Sami Zayn's music hits. He makes his way to the ring. He hasn't been on the show the last few weeks. He said last week he was actually in the crowd as a fan. He sat with his son. Son asked why they call John Cena the Never Seen 17. Said he's the never 17-time champion. He's like, how many times have you held it? And he's like, I had to tell my son zero. So Sami Zayn's quest once again is to be world champion this year.
Champion.
And he gets very, very intense about it. But as he does, we get another kind of familiar music hit. We get a debut, and it's none other than Trick Williams himself.
Oh, oh, Mr. Lemon Pepper Steppers.
Yes,
Oh,
sir. As he
walk
mentioned those,
that tree.
as he
Walk
mentioned
that
those,
tree.
as he walks down to the ring, uh, has a great promo, runs his
I
mouth, introduces the
saw it.
world to Trick Willie.
I am so pleased. I
Yeah.
was like, yes, this is
Yep.
what we need, man.
Yep.
This is
And then
the
instantly,
fresh stuff we need, man. Yeah.
Sami Zayn decided that he needed to show a little more respect, being that he's new, and he walked off. He kind of shoved the microphone into his chest, and
Huh.
Sami Zayn walks away, leaving Trick Williams a little miffed.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Next, after commercial break, we catch um, the new United States champion,
Yes.
Carmelo Hayes.
Yes. We've been gone for a little bit.
Yeah,
Congrats to Carmelo Hayes, man.
yeah.
And that
Sorry.
match was good, Joe.
Yeah.
That match was
Two, well, I
good.
guess three new champions since we have discussed last. Carmelo Hayes is our new United States champion, and the Usos are the new World Tag Team champions.
Woo! So
Yeet.
back,
Yes, sir.
back.
So we catch Dragunov running into Carmelo Hayes, and they have a great back and forth. I love these
It
two
was
guys.
a good match, y'all. If y'all haven't seen
Yeah,
Carmelo Hayes
it
drag
definitely
off
was.
that match, for that belt, that was
Uh,
top tier.
Basically, Dragunov said he could have lost to somebody worse than him, which I was like, that's nice. Carmelo Hayes is him, so that's what he calls himself. I am him, so it's a good line. And then after that, he asked Melo if he would continue the open challenge, and Melo said yes. So the United States Championship will still be an open challenge every week, which I love. Which actually got me to realize after, because it leads to the next match. Uh, Speaking of open challenge, Carmelo Hayes puts it up for the first time against Johnny Gargano,
Okay.
which stemmed from the week before. Gargano beat up Melo after the match, after he won the championship, saying he wants to be first. So that's what we get. So basically, it's a grudge match here for the championship.
Okay.
And it's man, this match is everything that you want it to be. But first, as they like to do now, going back from commercial break, Nick Aldis is talking to Ray Phoenix in the back, and Trick Williams walks up, very upset, interrupting the conversation, which Ray Phoenix also says in Spanish first, and then in English, because Trick Williams is like, "What did you say?" Kind of thing. And he's like, "I said you need to learn some respect," kind of thing. So he's like, "Careful what you say. There's grown men talking here." Ray Phoenix is short, whatever. So next week, it's official. Trick Williams will make his debut in ring against Ray Phoenix.
Well, people coming in and talking about respect seems to be a theme of the weekend.
Yep. Yes, sir. All right. So let's get back to that match. Like I said, Carmelo Hayes and Gargano is pure magic. These mid guards, I came to the conclusion we've been harping on. They should bring back the cruiserweights. I
Yeah.
think that's what the United States Championship is at this point. Not saying that it's necessarily cruiserweights, but it's the
Right.
mid card belt that's showcasing. I think it's what's keeping SmackDown afloat for the most part,
I
because
mean,
these matches every week are just phenomenal.
it seems
Every
to
week,
be the people. It seems to be the gentleman that can put on some electricity.
yeah.
So it's a yeah, it's a thing. It's a good
So
thing.
it's great back and forth. Um, but yeah, these guys are the heart and soul of the roster, just all over the place. Even when Candice LeRae would get involved, obviously. But even with that happening, Carmelo still picks up the victory and retains the United States Championship. So that's definitely one you want to go back and check out.
For sure.
Next up, we get another backstage promo. This time, Jordan Grace runs into that bitch, Jade Cargill.
Woo!
So she basically saying Jordan Grace is basically saying I'm trying to size up my position around here before she makes her final decision. She's going to be on SmackDown,
Yeah,
everybody.
that's
So
spoilers.
just walking around, meeting around everybody. Next up, throughout the show, we'd heard that Drew McIntyre wasn't going to be there, I believe. So the next segment, we hear that Cody Rhodes is going to find out what the three stages of hell are going to be against Drew McIntyre, because Drew McIntyre gets to decide what they will be.
Oh boy.
So Cody gets in the ring, talks a little bit, does this whole "what do you want to talk about" thing. Obviously, it's Drew McIntyre. So we cut to Drew McIntyre. He's standing in front of Cody's bus.
He might
Uh,
as well just start saying, "What else are we going to talk about?"
right. Ugh, obviously. So he's standing in front of Cody's bus, which is like, okay, that's obviously not a good sign. but he starts to reveal the first of the three matches is just a straight up wrestling match, just to show you that I am better than you in wrestling. Right. Duh. Whatever. The
Okay.
second match
That's
is,
Drew. That's Drew picking this.
yeah, all three of them.
Okay.
Yep. The second one is 2 out of 3 falls. So that's going to be all over the place. So that'll be fun. And then he says, if we get to the third one, take one guess on what it'll be.
If they're going from just a regular to 2 out of 3 last man standing.
It's going to be a steel cage match.
Okay, they're gonna drop a cage. I was gonna say, yeah. Always go with your first. I was gonna say steel cage. I was like, nah. I feel like if we were gonna do something like that, okay, yeah, great, steel cage,
That
drop a
was
cage.
that was my same thing. I was like last man standing. They're like steel cage. Like, all right.
Yeah, I'll take it. Okay.
So after he reveals all three, Cody's like, "Yeah, let's do it. I'm in. Cool, whatever." And then Drew proceeds to say that he went to go have this discussion with Cody in person on his bus, but Cody wasn't there. So he went through just his stuff, his valuables, and he comes across this photo of Cody Rhodes and Dusty, but clearly it's just a promo pic, like from when Cody was first signed back in the day.
Yeah.
It's like Cody's
Dark
like,
haired Cody.
yeah. So, but
Yeah.
clearly it was a promo pic they got off of WWE.com, but
Yeah.
they played it off as a priced photo. So he
Yeah.
smashes it on the
Really,
ground and stomps
it's
on
really
it.
like a photo you can get at a con, like if Dusty were signing. It's just really like
Correct. So I forgot to mention after he talks about the three matches, he also said that there's a stipulation that Cody can't touch him. If Cody does, he's stripped of the belt. So it's going to be one of those things. So that's why he takes the picture,
we've seen this dance before.
right? Smashes it on the ground. Cody leaves the ring, jets out to the bus. Drew's not there. We hear Drew's voice. He calls him back to the ring. Drew's standing in the ring with a trash can, holding the picture and a lighter. He lights the picture on fire. All the security guards are holding Cody back like he's going to go beat him up for lighting this promo picture off the fire in the middle of the ring. Uh, there is the continuation of that story. So Cody's like,
Ladies,
"No, my picture."
ladies and gentlemen, that's why you need context because I saw that clip but I tried to watch it at work a bit, and there was stuff going on, so I couldn't really hear it. So as I was watching it without a lot of sound, I was like, why does Cody Rhodes care that much that he's burning that same cut like that
Yeah.
dumb gloss picture of him? And okay, they're
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah, it's an 8 by 10 gloss that they would have cited Con or something. But yeah, that was supposed to be a price photo of the two of them. Anyway, so that's now you have the context on what was going on there and why Cody was freaking out. Next match, we have Chelsea Green defending her the first and fourth United States champion. She is defending her United States championship against Julia.
Oh, Julie's back.
Julia's back. And for
Right.
once, Julia had finally had a good match on SmackDown
Well, there you go.
because she had great matches on NXT, and ever since she came up to SmackDown, even when she won the belt the first time, she did
No,
not have great showings. They were
yeah, no,
very
I remember.
boring,
Yeah, it was yeah.
but
And then
she
it's
definitely
getting
stepped it up here. And Chelsea, of course, is a great seller, and even her outfit, it was just white, but it had flags of Mexico, of the United States, and of Canada because she's Canadian, she's the US champ, and she's also the AAA champ with was it can't remember the dude's name.
ego.
Ethan Page.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Anyway, so after a great showing, solid match, in the end, we have the winner and new
Oh,
Women's United States
oh,
champion, and now
no,
two-time champion,
no,
Julia.
oh,
which
I'm so sad
which
and so
after the match, I'm
oh,
expecting more from Julie this time. So let's go. But I'm bummed because I love seeing Chelsea Green on top. No pun
you got
intended.
this is what
She's
happens
great.
when you're only, this is what happens when you're only down to one secret Hervis member.
Yeah.
Rough, rough.
Yep. Which brings us to our main event of the evening.
Oh, let's go, baby.
It is the aforementioned ambulance match between Damian Priest, and
Yes.
Aleister Black with Zelina, formerly Vega. Of
Of course she's there. Selena
course
formerly
she's
there.
there. So I mean, it's an ambulance match, so it's what you expect it to be. It's as brutal as it can be on cable TV, being USA Network. But it's actually a little more brutal than I was expecting it to be. First of all, Aleister Black set up a backboard to Damian Priest's throat and threw him into the Tron area. So like it like thrust that into. I was like, ooh, that's pretty rough. Did that. Damian Priest razors edged, if that's the past tense of that. Aleister Black into the windshield of the ambulance and like broke the windshield. I was like, that's pretty legit. There were both fire extinguishers and balls. Uh, Damian Priest turned the tables and actually threw a fireball at Aleister Black this time.
Okay.
Um, da, da, da. Aleister Black at one point called for Zelina to open the ambulance doors, and Rhea Ripley was waiting inside,
Oh,
being that she
very,
was there
very
earlier.
convenient.
So
Yeah.
she figured she would even the odds and take Zelina Vega out of the match, which she did. She chased her down the ring, threw in a riptide, and Zelina's done. Uh, After all the other commotion nonsense, Damian Priest takes Aleister Black to the top of the ambulance. He, I forget how, but he threw him off the ambulance through tables, and then he threw him into the ambulance. Damian Priest is your winner. Credits.
Woo!
All rise.
All
Doo, doo,
right. The
doo.
author of infamy,
Yeah.
as it used to be known as.
So that was a fantastic way for SmackDown to kick off 2026. But boy, let's talk about some Monday Night Raw, Hills.
Talk about some Monday Night Raw, which takes place at the Barclays Center, Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn,
This
Brooklyn.
Now, coming into this Monday Night Raw, it has been advertised as a really, really, really big deal. It's the first Monday Night Raw of the year. It is the anniversary of Raw being on Netflix, and they decided to go on ahead and give this Raw a Stranger Things motif. There's the van that's there. The background looks like it's opening up into the upside down. They put all the little vine things
Yeah,
on
this
the
stuff
barricade.
backstage. There's like a Demigorgon laying around somewhere.
Yeah, there's Demigorgon backstage. They had when they showed the city, they made an effect that made it look like it was in the upside down sometimes. Love the new song for the past year. I think we had a Travis Scott song or something like that.
It's
I don't know if
Eminem now.
I don't know if it was that was just for the Netflix for the Monster Stranger Things theme. Hopefully it's Eminem going forward, but that was
I
really
think
nice
it
to
is because I
hear.
think they said it's the theme for Raw, so that'd be
Perfect.
great because it's a great
Awesome.
song.
It's a
But yeah,
great.
I feel with it them being on Netflix and the whole Stranger Things tie-in, they could have got one actor from the show to do the intro instead of
Or
Michael Cole like almost falling out of a van. Be like, oh, whew, back I
yeah,
went through a portal in time. It's like we know
correct.
you're old, bro.
Correct. Or they could have done it. I don't know before the whole series wrapped.
Yeah,
Maybe when they split it up into we're giving you all this much, and then Christmas, and then New Year's. Any kind of one of those times could have been more promotion. Then you could have had maybe one of the actors show up there, and you could have had time with teasers to the end. But it was kind of like this. Hey, y'all, get ready for Stranger Things. We watched it. We did
yeah,
it.
it's over. It was
It's
great.
done.
It's great.
It's all good now. So, but
Besides the fact, it was a pretty cool kind of little crossover they did,
right, right.
all
That
sprinkled throughout.
all that aside, it is kind of like, oh, I hope they do kind of more things like that again. Just pull out a Halloween Havoc or something and bring that out again, or
It's like when Bob Barker was the guest host and they played Price is Right games with the superstars. It was something like that. It was fun all throughout the show. It was a little
right.
quirky. It was entertaining.
And even between the matches, I didn't write them all down, but they did like the chapters every before match. There was like
Yeah,
a chapter that was
yeah, I
like
noticed
Stranger
that.
Things. The only one I wrote a couple of them down, but the last one was the best one, Chapter 6, Best versus the Badass. But we'll get to that. Corey Graves and Michael Cole are our commentaries, and we're gonna go ahead and start off the night with a women's tag team championship match.
Hmm.
It is Rio, that is Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus the Kabuki Warriors. Um, I didn't write down a lot of notes for this because you don't really need to.
No,
Between Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, the Kabuki Warriors, that being Kairi Sane and Asuka, you're going to see some fires at this point. Kairi Sane's become one of my favorite new women to kind of watch wrestle. Just the more I watch her, the more I just continue to fall in love with her. She's dope. These women pulled out all the stops. There were two commercials during this match,
it was a long match.
which was frustrating. I'll explain why later when we get to some other stuff that happened because I feel like, well, there was two commercials here. There's some stuff later that we didn't need. We could balance some time a little better. Whatevs. But we get super big moves. The Kabuki Warriors are trying their best. We get the Riptide into the moonsault, and guess what, everybody? We got some new champs.
Yes.
We got some new champs.
And
New Rhea
new.
Ripley, Io Sky pull it off, and they are your new women's tag team champions
Hmm.
on Raw. Way to go, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky.
New tag champs all over Raw.
Yeah. That then they put together a CM Punk Braun Breaker video package that again, after you've seen a match like that with two commercials in it, you watch a video package like that and you go, we don't need this. I could have seen the match and not have
That's what
seen.
the last few weeks have been.
Yeah,
Like it's not a pay-per-view.
right.
Yeah.
And then you show up to the pay-per-view and something like this match could use a commercial. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
that's here nor there. Um, Then we were speaking about respect being the theme of the weekend. Gunther is getting ready to go out there cut a promo. Adam Pearce pulls him over to the side and says, "Hey, you beat John Cena, you did your thing, but how about you go out there and you speak with a little more respect?" And Gunther's like, "Yeah, hi, cool. I'll show you
Sure.
respect. I'll show you respect." He walks out there and he has my new favorite WWE merch on a shirt. It's
Mhm.
him having Cena in the hole and it says tap like a dot dot dot. I went and looked it up, and on the back there's a cool like Ring General Gunther, like an RG for like Ring
Okay.
General. It's freaking cool. I want that shirt. He comes out, and he's basically going, okay, Adam Pearce was talking about respect in the back. What about my respect? I came out here and did what I was supposed to do, and I'm being treated like this. Whatever. Y'all are just mad because I made your mans. And then we get some music. AJ Styles coming on out. AJ Styles, the phenomenal one himself, coming on out. And he basically looks Gunther in the face, tries to speak, but Gunther keeps interrupting him. And he basically goes like, I made John Cena tap like a, well, you know what. And AJ Styles tries to speak and he goes, tap like a
Oh
man.
yeah, he laid into it, and then
Yeah.
AJ Styles laid in that slap. Ooh,
Slaps him
baby.
pretty good there. After Gunther's like, what are you going to do? Uh, Styles gives him a pretty good slapper. And nothing happens, and Styles looks at him and goes, "That's what I thought," and then walks out of the ring. So that's a pretty dope move on his part. That brings us to our next match. It is the Women's Intercontinental Championship match, which means everybody, once again, we get to see our favorite Maxine Dupree, the
Oh,
champion, against Becky Lynch. Just one. I wrote a note. I wrote a note that said the side plates came in.
yeah.
Saw them on the belt, but again, they're not impressive. She doesn't have a logo or anything. It's just her name spelled fun.
Yep.
Um, the match was stiff.
Oh, we
Maxine
were
was
talking during this match.
Maxine was not good.
I was
Uh, it
unforgiving.
was yeah, it was not her best night. I know people have
I
off
was so
nights,
mean.
but the problem with Maxine Dupree having an off night, it adds to fuel of like, okay, she's too green. What are we doing here? Like, what are we doing here? All those times we were doing promos and oh, I'm gonna be training. You could have had her in matches,
Right.
hitting the ropes, speeding her up. I
Instead
mean,
of
she
spraying her with water to have her dripping, she should have been dripping in sweat in actual dungeon. Like,
yeah, yeah.
because Becky went to throw her through the ropes, and Maxine
She
was like,
had to like
"Oh," and then
do.
she just walked through the
Yep.
ropes,
Yep. That was
missed
that
a
was where
couple.
that was where I went, okay.
Yeah, and that was the first thing. But I was unforgiving last
Oh,
night.
there was
If you check
it
my
was
text, but
it was a bad match. We're just
a-
gonna keep it
anyway,
100 with y'all. It was a bad match. How it ends, Maxine Dupree is trying to get Becky in some kind of form of the lock again, and Becky kind of holds on to the ropes and leans back a little bit. A one, two, three, and
thank
guess what,
God.
everybody? Becky Lynch is handed the championship back. She is the winner, but Keep in mind, everybody, camera pointed real good at Becky being on those ropes because I'm pretty sure what Becky did to Maxine is just going to turn around and go, hey, she was holding those ropes. So don't be surprised, boys and girls, if we see this one or two more times.
I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want
And
it.
then in the speaking of things we don't want, as much as I love the Usos, going back to there were two commercials inside the women's championship tag team match. As much as I love the Usos, didn't need them to come out, yeet, run it back. Hey, y'all, we're champs and we're back. And anybody who wants it can get it.
Bye bye.
Just to continue to yeet again, it's like, okay, fellas.
Yeah,
All right. All
because that
right.
was like 20 minutes, and Raw's 2 hours.
All
Like,
right. Especially when we follow that with an in-ring interview. Stephanie Vakira comes out in a walking boot with some injury that no one said before. Apparently, she rolled her ankle at the last event. Guess who doesn't care about that, Billiam? Raquel
oh,
Rodriguez
oh
gives
no,
zero F's about injuries because she comes in and right for that ankle and jacking it up.
a
And
lot.
if it wasn't hurt then, it's hurt now. You know what I'm saying? It's hurt now.
Which when I texted you, I said, "Well, it's a good thing because usually if they're actually hurt, they're not going to have any kind of thing like this." So
Yeah.
it's like if she is hurt, it's minor.
Yeah.
So that's the promising thing. So even though
Yes.
she was just beat the hell by Raquel Rodriguez in the ring and then in the back again as well, we will. She's going to take a little time off. We'll probably see her, I don't know, a little bit, but
It's just rough because she's already taken some time off. It's been a while since we've seen her, but you know, that's
we'll see what this go with this angle.
see what they do. Which brings us to the next match. It is Lyra Valkyria versus Welcome Back Liv Morgan. It is her first match, the first official match since she's come back from injury. Bayley's in Lyra's corner, Roxy's in Liv's corner. Uh, Bayley ends up chasing Roxy backstage at one point. Roxy almost had a little costume malfunction. She was running in the back, had to pull the dress up a little bit, and
Yep.
she was she was moving. What's next? Oh, and then congrats to Liv. She pulled off the win against Lyra. Welcome back, Liv Morgan. I'm happy to see her back. Um, I'm happy to see her back because I just think she moves the needle when she's
Yeah.
around. I
Her
just think
outfit had the tattoo of like I didn't read what it said, but it's like the Mysterio tattoo across if you noticed that.
yes,
Dope.
and she
Loved
showed
it.
up looking good like she always does. Looking good
Lovely.
like she always does. So that brings okay. Well, there's a CM Punk promo. Great. We just main event. Time. This is the one chapter that I did write down. Get the whole chapter 6, the best versus the badass. That's right,
Mhm.
everybody. It is badass Braun Breaker against CM Punk, the self-proclaimed best in the world. Speaking of best in the world, you want to talk about a dude who's best at trolling? Y'all go ahead and check out the Steiner-esque jacket that CM Punk came and trolled Braun Breaker with.
That
That was
varsity jacket was dope.
that was fantastic.
Yeah.
Uh, we're a little bit against it, so I'm basically just gonna speed up and give you the best parts. The Vision comes out because it's the Vision. Vision, you
They're
know,
heels.
there's got to be a certain point where Braun Breaker's got to look at people and go, "Ayo, I mean, come on, y'all."
I'm
Every
good.
time, every time,
I'm
like
good.
every time, you
Yeah.
know. So Vision comes out, but that's okay. There's some backup. Penta, Dragon Lee, and Mysterio
Yeah.
come on out.
Penta's back. That
Penta
was
is
his return.
back, everybody. Yeah, he was in the back. There was a quick promo I missed where he's in the back. He told Mysterio, I'll have your back no matter what, because it's settle metal on mine. So they come out, they do that. It's big. There was a really big spot after a spear and a GTS from Braun. Braun hits the GTS, and you think, man, it was real close. It was
Yeah.
real close. But best in the world. Best in the world for a reason, everybody. You're a winner. And still
Ew.
best in the world. CM Punk. Quick little fun note we found out on Raw. As Punk and Braun were wrestling, I think it was during their entrances or right before, I think it was right after the CM Punk promo, we found out that Elimination Chamber is going to be in Chicago this year in February. So Does Punk walk into Elimination Chamber as the champ? Does he walk out? You know he's going to show up because it's his town. He's the
Yep,
king of Chicago.
gonna be big.
He's like Abe Froman, the Sausage King. He's the king of Chicago.
And no
Anyway,
Jericho, like people thought we'd see Jericho at the end of the match. No Jericho yet.
there were Y2J chants, and it being in Brooklyn, I imagine some people came from Canada. I imagine some people came and shout out to WrestleLamia. It's another little channel that I watch. They mentioned something that I picked up on kind of while I was watching, where I was like, man, for a main event, the crowd seems kind of subdued, but I feel like everybody's just waiting to hold their cheers for Jericho.
And it never
And then
came.
when there was no Jericho, it was like, oh,
Credits.
all right, Punk won. All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, no Jericho, but that doesn't mean he's not coming. So that's all right. But hey, everybody, guess what? That's it. That's the show. That's the recap. Hey, Billiam,
Yes.
tell them how they can help us out before we cut out of here.
First of all, go ahead, kids, and hit that subscribe button down below. Go ahead and share it. Tell your friends, tell your family. We're that number one podcast. You want to listen to us. We're awesome. Also, go ahead and comment down below your favorite debut, who you hope to see coming up. The Royal Rumble's coming up. Who do you
Or I'm
want to
coming up.
see coming up in the Royal Rumble? It's one
Yeah,
of our favorite pay-per-views of the year.
on my
Uh,
birthday. Yeah.
Yep, go ahead and comment below. We're also on Instagram. You can find us Section 8 Wrestling Pod. And if you want to hear us, you can find us on Spotify and Apple Music.
Well said, Billiam. Perfect every time. Hey, I got things to do. He got things to do. Y'all got things to do. So we're gonna go ahead and check on out. We thank you for stopping by our little corner of the internet. We hope we made you happy. We hope we made you laugh. We hope we made you think of some wrestling, and we hope to see you again for the Section 8 Wrestling Podcast. I am Kills at Wills.
I'm Billy.
Hey, we gonna see y'all on the next one.
Bye.